everyone, welcome to another episode of the CEO Magazine's podcast. Today we have a very special guest with us, Professor MS Rao, widely recognized as the father of soft leadership and a renowned international leadership guru. With a remarkable career spanning over 43 years, Professor Rao has significantly contributed to the fields of leadership, education, and professional development as well. As the founder of MSR Leadership Consultant, he has authored 53 books and published over 300 articles in prestigious international publications. His commitment to building global leaders and his passion for serving others is truly inspiring. We are honored to have him with us today to share his insights and experiences. Thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm looking forward to diving into your incredible journey and learning more about your unique approach to leadership and your vision for the future. Okay, so you have an incredibly diverse background from a soldier to educator to author. Can you share a bit about your personal journey and how these different roles have shaped who you are today?
First of all, I thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And coming back to my profile, I would like to briefly explain about myself. I am Professor MS Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching, and training. Uh, and I was born in a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, and add to that, my brain stroke worsened my health. I had brain stroke in the year of 2021, and I survived because of my positive attitude and because of my willpower. In fact, my right portion of the body was totally paralyzed during the second lockdown in India. Then I had lots of challenges. I was on the bed for a few months. My right portion of the body was totally paralyzed. I did physiotherapy exercises and gradually I'm recovering. I'm able to walk, but still my right hand is paralyzed and numb. There is no sense to it. So I'm operating with my left hand. Uh, this is briefly about me. And as I said, I was born in a toxic family and I still belong to a lower middle class family. I have mental challenges, physical challenges, and financial challenges. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler. I Lots of challenges are there, but despite all the challenges, I'm grateful to God that I survived. And I thank you personally for giving me this opportunity for this interview.
It's a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, like you mentioned that you have gone through significant health challenges in the recent years. Uh, Despite these health setbacks, your positivity and resilience are inspiring. What keeps you motivated during these tough times, and how have you stayed positive through these challenges?
Yeah, challenges are part and parcel of life. We have to accept the challenges. We have to embrace difficulties. We have to embrace failures. Life is not a straight line. Life is full of ups and downs. So you have to be very resilient because every day is not a great day, and every individual has challenges. In my life, also, I had lots of challenges. Especially, I had lots of failures in my life. I wanted to become an Indian Air Force officer. I was shortlisted, but I failed to top in the merit, so I couldn't become an officer. Uh, I served in the Indian Air Force for 12 years in the lowest rank of corporal. Then I entered into business. For 12 years, I was in the Indian Air Force. Then my father-in-law invited me to come to business. And unfortunately, my father-in-law and brother-in-law have backstabbed. That is one more challenge. So I did business for few years, which didn't work out well. Then subsequently entered into teaching. And of course, I was not uh, expert in the teaching. I didn't know much about teaching, but I entered to, teaching. I joined as a faculty member in the year 2007. Then I applied for PhD in soft skills. Why I did, why I pursued in soft skills was that because I'm passionate about students. Students loved me a lot the way I was teaching. Although I was new to teaching, I acquired knowledge, acquired the ropes of the education and learning, so that helped me to become a teacher. So then I applied for PhD in the year 2007. Then I did PhD, and 4 years after 4 years in the year 2011, I earned my PhD in soft skills. Then I wanted to become an author, so I became an author because I'm passionate about writing also. So this is how I started reinventing from time to time. I was a soldier, then I became an entrepreneur. Of course, I was not successful, but no problem. Everything happens for a reason. Then I entered into teaching, became a faculty member. Then I earned my PhD and became professor. Then for a few years, I worked in various private colleges in India, but they didn't pay well. And sometimes they didn't pay salaries also. It's very challenging time. Then I was at home only. I started writing books, and I published the books I have published. So suddenly this COVID came, so I was not able to. I wanted to go for again teaching, but it didn't work out. I had some health challenges. For more than 3 years, I am having health challenges. I can't teach. Sometimes I'm stammering. Sometimes I'm forgetting because of the brain stroke. So I'm using blood thinner. So lots of challenges are there. So once I'm back to the track, I'll be able to get back to teaching, because teaching is the area I'm very much passionate. It's very much touching. So this is how I reinvented from time to time. Then I started exploring various other areas like behavioral economics, economics, like that. During the course of my journey in the year 2011, I had my PhD in soft skills. Then I thought, let me pursue in the area of soft skills. Then I blended soft skills with leadership and coined soft leadership. That's how the concept of soft leadership has flashed in my mind. And subsequently, I published so many research papers, and I served on the editor boards of international journals like Emerald. So like that, there are so many achievements. Like this, I started reinventing. The basic essence of everything is that I'm passionate about education and learning, and I'm passionate about taking my feedback regularly. All these things helped me to come up to this level. Despite health challenges, I started bouncing back. Probably God has given me one more opportunity to live and add value and make a difference. Essentially, I rose like a phoenix from the ashes, the brainstorm. I'm happy for whatever is available. I'm happy despite all the challenges. Now I have written so many books, and this is one of the books I would like to share with you. This is 21 Success Secrets for CEOs. This is exclusively for executive education. This is meant for CEOs. I started writing books on various areas like education, then again entered into training, teaching, then again I entered into executive education. Then I wrote book on mindfulness also, where peacefulness Dalai Lama. has written a foreword for a book titled "See the Light in You." So then I entered into this mindfulness also. Like this, I traveled to different areas. I don't know where I will go to the next level, but I enjoyed traveling my life. Now, this is the book I'm going to talk about soft leadership.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, I have published a couple of books on soft leadership. And, this book, especially on soft leadership, is
Uh, I'm sorry to
uh,
uh, I'm sorry to disrupt you. You are also known as father of soft leadership.
yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Can you tell me how different is soft leadership from the traditional leadership styles?
Yeah, thank you for asking the right question. Uh, there are a couple of leadership styles like autocratic leadership, democratic leadership, laissez-faire, servant leadership, um, leadership styles. Then I coined a new perspective that is soft leadership. So the soft leadership is all about people skills. It's about leading with people skills without compromising uh, uh, basic qualities. People usually think that soft leadership means people are very soft. It's basically about task oriented, but without compromising the basic principles. This is about soft leadership. And this book is very close to my heart. Why? Because uh, uh, Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, has I admire him very much, and I have dedicated this book to Peter Drucker, and father of modern marketing. Uh, Philip Kotler has written a foreword. He's very renowned in the world. This is the the second aspect of this book. Third thing is the father of modern HR, Dave Ulrich, has created 11 C's. Some six, 12 C's are there.
Mhm.
Uh, then I integrated and made it as a leadership code. Then I am known as father of soft leadership. So these are the four specialties of soft leadership. There are 11 C's that contribute to soft leadership, like charisma, character, uh, communication. So likewise, there are 11 C's that have created a framework that worked out, and this soft leadership is useful not only for people who can use it for global peace and prosperity. The soft leadership can be used for achieving excellence and effectiveness. And this soft leadership can be used for various generations, like baby boomers, then again Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z, like that. All generations, all people, for organizations and also for nations. So this concept is prevailing. I'm sure this will be beneficial for the world.
Okay. So while going through your bio and your website, I read something about Vision 2030 initiative. Can you explain it a bit? And what was the experience in your life that inspired you to create the Vision 2030? Yeah.
Okay, this is the book on. Let me briefly about this book. This is Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. Uh, Dr. Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS officer, has written a foreword for this book titled Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. And I have dedicated this book to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam because I admire him a lot. Even I requested him to write a foreword for my book, but unfortunately, he died
Yeah.
due to cardiac arrest in
Mhm.
Milan. So I couldn't get the opportunity to receive the forward from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So now coming to this Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. Uh, since I started sharing my knowledge for my students, Since I'm passionate about education and learning, then I have created Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. So the idea of this thing is that build leaders, young people, because baby boomers are retiring, Generation X are going to the next level. Now we have millennials and centennials. That means young people are very much required. In India, we have young youth population more than 50%. So then I thought this is the time for me to create a vision for young people. So then I started this Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. It's a non-profit initiative, and I wanted to build 1 million student leaders by 2030. But unfortunately, I had a brain stroke. Then other challenges. So more than 50,000 students physically have trained in various parts of India. But now the technology has changed, education has changed, everything has changed. So I'm going online. So I'm sharing my knowledge. I have four blogs. Out of four blogs, one blog is very famous. That is Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. Apart from that, I share my knowledge through three YouTube platforms. Then I also share my knowledge on various other social media platforms, especially on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a professional network. So, like this, I'm passionate about acquiring knowledge and sharing knowledge. This is what I have been doing.
So, in our world, leadership is often associated with power. Why do you emphasize ethics and values in your leadership teachings?
Could you repeat the question if you don't mind?
I'm saying that leadership is often associated with power. Like someone who is a leader, he has the power. Okay. So, why do you emphasize ethics and values in your leadership teachings? What values
Yeah,
do ethics hold?
yeah. See, people think about power, fame, prestige. But I feel is the my feel is that it's not the power. Power is a means actually. This is the service, which is the basic thing that makes everything, whether they are into business or teaching or military or everywhere. It's about service. Even because I was in Air Force, I was in business, then I am teach. I'm into teaching all areas. The common thing that connected with me is only one thing, that is service. So service is the hallmark of my personality, and more than the power, what is required is service. Service means what? Adding value and making a difference in the lives of others, touching the lives of the people. That matters a lot. And second thing is, we emphasize too much about power. Even if you look at Narendra Modi ji, he's not he also wants to have power. He wants to have power to serve the people. That's the main point. The crux of everything is that the essence of every politician or any person is that we have to serve the people, whether he is a Indian prime minister or the leaders of other countries. Everybody wants to serve their people. They want to make a difference, and they want to impact the world, and they want to leave next generation of leaders. So these are the basic things. Second thing is, people often talk about charisma. Charisma comes and goes. Popularity is a passing cloud. Yeah. So we have to emphasize on character, not charisma. Charisma is temporary, but character is ultimate. It is because of the character we are serving in this world. So we have to emphasize on character and service. These are the basic aspects I touch upon. These are the areas I still live in my life, despite being born in a toxic family, despite living in a second lower middle class family, despite not having two-wheeler and four-wheeler even today, despite being I'm 61 years old, still I'm moving because my 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 passion is service, and my passion is to making a difference, touching the lives of people. These are the basic things.
Okay, so with such a diverse set of roles, You have been an educator, an author, mentor, and so many other roles that you have served as. How do you manage to balance these responsibilities? Like while you were an educator, you were also an author. So how did you manage all this?
Yeah, it's a very a very interesting question. Even I myself don't know where uh, has taken me, how God has taken me up to this level. I'm 61 years old. I wanted to become an officer, but I could not become an officer, but I became a lower rank official, like a corporal. That was one. Second thing is I entered into business because of the challenges of my father-in-law and brother-in-law. They backstab. So that is again second area. Third area is I entered into teaching. Fourth is into books. Like this, I traveled my journey in different areas. I don't know where I'll go to the next level. That's one thing. So coming to this point is, it all depends upon your passion, how you want to impact the world. If you look at Elon Musk, he has got six companies. Okay, he works very hard. He's a workaholic, and now he wants to uh, uh, he wants to serve along with Trump in case if Trump wins elections and becomes the president of America. So everybody has opportunities. There is no saturation point in life. You have to keep doing. My philosophy is very simple. We have to keep adding value and making a difference. These are the things, and I take rest only at my graveyard. That until then, I'll keep struggling. Whether I fail, also no problem. Still, I work hard and I fail. Then again, I bounce back. I fail and bounce back. So, like this, I came up to this level. And one more thing I would like to share with is that I wanted to pursue postdoctoral course in Harvard. And the year I think 2016, I failed to put at the last moment. I failed to enter into Harvard for postdoc. So I did a PhD in soft skills. Then I wanted to do leadership. So these are all the challenges. These are all the failures. But every failure is a stepping stone. We have to take in positive direction. Our job is to keep doing the things. Whether we win or fail, that is different. But our job is to do our best till the last breath. That's what I believe in that.
So, like you said, whether we fail or succeed. So, can you tell me what is your definition of success? Like uh, both professionally and on personal level as well. How do you define success? And have the challenges or setbacks that have occurred in your journey have changed your definition of success over the years?
See, success is something is relative.
Yeah.
Okay, some people, they want to achieve something and they relax, but that is not the way because there is no. You shouldn't have any saturation. You have to work throughout your life, and uh, success is different for different people. Especially young people, they want to love and all those. Of course, everybody wants to love. Some people are more focused about love and romance, whereas some people they are more focused about making money. And people like me, I'm I'm more about shaping students and building the next generation of students. So like this, people have their own philosophies and their interests. They have to do according to their interests. They have their own interests, and we have to respect them. And I have my own interest. That is, my interest is only to shape students. This is my area of interest. So, because God has given one opportunity, we should know how to use it in a right way for students for the global good. So, this is what I strongly believe in.
If we have to look back at your career, what is the one thing that you are the most proud of?
Yes, I contributed a lot. Whether I was in business, whether I by serving my nation in the Indian Air Force. So that was my best contribution in my life is serving my nation as a soldier, as an Air Force individual.
Okay.
Then business
Okay.
I have added, not a
Yeah.
much contribution. Then I have shaped students. This is my contribution.
Yes, of course.
So in that way, I have done my best. I have written so many books. I traveled my journey in different ways. So I'm happy in that way. So uh, I contribution means living legacy.
Yeah.
If I contribute, then that will lead to legacy. That's what I
Yeah.
believe. So I have contributed my best as an individual.
Mhm.
Although I could not achieve any success in money wise, or I didn't get any recognition in the world in India. No problem, but it's our duty is to do our best. When you look at Lord Krishna, what he says, do your work, don't look for returns.
Yeah.
May succeed or may not succeed. You succeed is fine. If you don't succeed, also no problem. At least we die as unsung heroes. No problem. We still impact the world. We make a difference.
Of
Above
course.
all, I would like to say one thing. We have to identify important challenges in life, and we have to add value and make a difference because life is a gift from the God. We must utilize our precious time because we live in a few years, then we go to the we leave this world and go elsewhere. So
Yeah.
as long as we are living, we have to identify important things, do something meaningful for the people, serve the people, and leave this world.
So, what advice would you give to people who are navigating the complexities of today's world and facing their own personal or professional challenges?
See, we have so many challenges because the world has changed very fast. Because what worked in the past doesn't work now. What works now will not work tomorrow because the world is very flexible, dynamic. You can't take things for granted and you have to learn and grow. That's one thing. You have to be very much authentic. You have to emphasize your character, not charisma. And you have to serve the people. As far as possible, help people. And uh, let there be challenges and challenges will be there but we have to overcome the challenges we have to find out where the challenges are there we have to find solutions and go to the next level then again new challenges will come then again we have to resolve then again we have to go to the next level so the process will go on as long as we live the overall I feel is that uh, never ever give up everything is possible in this world.
You have already written 53 books. Are there any other books in the pipeline or
Yeah, actually, I'm a passionate writer. Again, whether we succeed or not, that is different. Okay, so I think I think in the year 2010, I think I started writing books. I started writing books because I was been teaching. Then I wake up morning 4 o'clock, night 10 o'clock I sleep. I keep working morning to night about the students, education and learning. So I started writing books, and then what happened? Total 60 books I have written. 53 have been published. 7 books are yet to be published, but I have to do some editing, little bit updating because things have changed and statistical figures have changed. Everything I have to change. It takes time. Then 7 more books are there, but still I can't type with my right hand. This is the problem. Once I'm back to the track, I'll be able to use my right hand and I'll be able to write books creatively. And then I'll publish books because there are publishers who are ready. for me because that I have credibility globally.
Yes, of
These
course.
are coming, but I can't, I can't type and write. Uh, this is the problem. And finally, I want to write a book on about my life and the struggles, sufferings, betrayals. I want to write a memoir
Mhm.
that talks about my brain stroke and my health challenges. So hopefully it may take 1 year or 2 years. Once I'm able to type and write, then I'll start writing my memoir, means a small one.
Yes.
Then I'll publish. This is the book. Hopefully I'll do it. And publishers are always ready. But I have chronic problems. Right hand
Yeah.
is paralyzed, numb. It is numb. Right side looks normal, but it's numb. I have internal chronic allergy. So many challenges are there.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Life goes on. And above all, I want to thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity because I know that you are very busy with some commitments. You agreed to interview me, so I'm happy. I'm grateful to you. So
Yes, sir. It was our pleasure interviewing you, and the challenges that you are going through, so many people can learn from.
thank you.
I think I've never met a person who is so positive in spite of facing all these challenges.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Life teaches lessons, and but we have to be very much optimistic. We have to be resilient.
Yeah.
Never ever give up.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a really my pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you with gratitude,
Yes.
Shweta.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.